Hello, welcome back to my channel and to my first ever charity shop video. A different location, it's actually my sister's house, but I'm here on my own, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to film a video with peace and quiet. B, she hasn't moved in yet, so it's still quite echoey because there isn't the right lot in here, so apologies for that. But yes, first ever charity shop haul. I spent about £55. Basically, as you'll know, finished uni 14th of May. I've got quite a lot planned this summer, which means that there's not really any point in me getting a job till September, because otherwise I'd be asking for a ridiculous amount of time off. I'd be off more than I'd be at work. So I thought, do you know what? I've been watching reselling videos for years. I found Lisa Snow, God, 2 years ago, maybe more, back before she started reselling, when she was doing Slimming World. Then last year, Caroline Mrs. M popped up, and it was through her that I came across Carla, and then Lex, and then Kirsten, and all the rest of you lovely people that have subscribed to me. And now here we are. I thought, do you know what? If I can make some money to help me keep going through this summer, I will do. So the first time I've actually bought stuff not for me, with the intention of reselling, I'm going to have to open a business account with eBay now. I've probably bought some duds, but I thought, you know what, just take the punt. If you lose a few quid, you lose a few quid, but there's also the opportunity to make some. As with anything in life, if you put it in stocks and shares, it would only be the same equivalent. So I will quickly show you, it's all down here. That is everything that I have bought from the charity shops today. So let's get into it. So the first shop I went into was Martin House Hospice, which in my town is everything for £1 apart from special buys, which is, you know, when they get something in, like a big piece of furniture or whatnot, they're not going to sell it for £1. But usually all the clothing is £1, and in this case for me today it was. So I'll take you through what I got. First up is this Pre-Seas ladies top in black. It's a size large and it has this knotted detail at the front of it. And I know there isn't a huge market for Pre-Seas in terms of value, but for £1 I just thought it might stick around for a while. However, there's no way I'm going to lose my money on that. And if I do, it's £1, right? This is going to be a recurring theme. Second thing is a Wallis women's skirt. On me, it's just past knee length. Because obviously it's like a low rise, it's a low waisted one, it's not a high waisted one. Wallis, size 10. I know sometimes smaller size stuff isn't as easy to shift, but the pattern on it was nice. It's got a lovely sequin detail. It's a nice linen-y material for summer. I'm not sure what the material composition is. Where's the label? I have a feeling it'll be cotton. Yeah, 100% cotton, and the lining's cotton as well. So nice, not cheap plastic material. For £1, surely there's profit in that. I will also say, I haven't looked at any of this stuff online. It's based off what I've sold myself from family members, what I've seen other people sell, and also a bit of instinct as to what I think might sell. Next up is this sort of long top, ladies top. On me, it comes down to just below my crotch. So it's definitely not dress length. It's Principles and it's size 18, so it's a good size because obviously bigger sizes sell. I really like the pattern of it. It's probably more autumn than summer. It's not a thick material, but it's probably thicker than a summer weight material. It's got nice, are these bell sleeves? You can feel free to help me out in the comments, because as I've said, I'm just starting out here. I think that's a bell sleeve. And again, £1 for a Principles top. A Monsoon top, short sleeve top. It's got these ribbons, which I assume you would tie at the back to cinch your waist in. but it's got this lovely panel of material at the front, a ribbon going around the waist, a little bow, and that's a Monsoon size 8, so small size, but Monsoon's a good brand. Again, the material feels nice. I assume it's cotton. It's not actually, it's viscose, but Monsoon, it's got some nice detail on it, and it's £1. Next up, I thought was a good one, is a plain black Hobbs skirt, knee length, size 16, or is that 18? No, it's a 16. Machine wash out. It's 100% polyester, but it's Hobbs. So it's sort of a straight hem at the front, but then at the back, it's ruched slightly in a small panel. So just a little bit of detail on that, but that's great work. Well, you know, now everyone's getting back into the office. Another Wallis skirt, again a size, oh, this one's a size 8. I don't know if the other one's size 12. Either way, I think it's quite ugly, but I've seen this stuff sell. Again, sort of knee length. It's got the pin tucks. I think they're called pin tucks, or is it just a pleat? Are they just pleats? Looking at it now, it looks like there might have been a bit of colour running it. But it's got this lovely embroidery going down the bottom, and it was £1, so surely that will be fine. And that's definitely cotton like the other one. Another Wallis, this is a size medium, just a lady's top. I just thought lovely sheer top for summer. Nice elasticated waist round it to sort of get it to puff out a bit, and a bit of elastic in the sleeves as well. Light and summery, lovely summer colours, £1. Then I've seen Carla pick up some vintage children's bedding recently, and they had in this, this Teletubbies print. Now, Teletubbies are from my childhood. I'm not going to fully unravel it, but it's in good condition. You can see Tinky Winky there, and Poe, and is that Lala? No, that's just grass. I didn't know if Lala was sneaking in there. Or was it Dipsy? I get Lala and Dipsy mixed up. But that reminds me of being sat in my living room as a little 5-year-old, and it comes with the pillowcase. It's reversible too. The pillowcase isn't reversible, it just says Teletubbies on it. But the back of the duvet has a smaller print that is all the different Teletubbies. So for £1, I've seen Carla saying she'd get sort of maybe 15, or was it 20? Even if I got a tenner for it, I'd be happy with that at £1 investment. Last piece of ladies' clothing, mint velvet dress. Well, it's more of a sort of long top, I guess. A woman shorter than me. I guess, yeah, you could wear leggings, I suppose. It's sort of almost sleeveless. It's very, very short sleeved with the way it's in. It's a size 8, so a small size, but because it was mint velvet, I thought that'll go. Because it's quite a petite shop anyway, isn't it? Then it's got this ruched detail at the back there to pull it in at the waist, so you get a bit of flare, and the same at the front. That's like a sort of, well, it's obviously in woven knit material, but it's probably an autumn piece, I would say. It's only viscose, but the label in it said to me, you can't leave that behind for £1. And then finally, I got 9 things, that was £9. And a man came in and, bless him, he bought a women's coat by mistake. And I saw him hand it back to a woman, and I saw the label in it, and it was Columbia. And so I thought, So I saw her put it back on the shelf, and she rang it all up in the till. She said, oh, that'll be £9. So I said, do you know what? Let me make it up to a tenner. So I went, can I take that coat that he's just brought back? She said, yeah, of course you can. So I picked it up, because Columbia is a great brand. So it is a ladies' small jacket. It is definitely an autumn winter jacket. It's sports, sportswear, walking wear. It's this red colour with grey panels down the side. It's got a pocket there, pockets at the front, fleece lines on the collar so it doesn't rub you. Inside pocket there. And another little inside pocket there. And this nice red patterned lining that you can see. Really, really good quality jacket. for £1 British. So with that, my thoughts at the moment are probably the Wallis stuff will be worth less and maybe take longer to shift. But I don't know, I haven't looked any of it up yet. But if there's anything that, any keywords that you think I should use would be helpful, and any tips or advice on whether some of it you think I shouldn't have picked up or not, or whether I should continue to pick it up, let me know. Now, the next shop I went to was a British Heart Foundation, which I know from shopping there myself for myself, usually quite expensive, so I didn't pick much up. What I got was, I got 4 items. Show you the piece of bric-a-brac first. It's this glass sort of jar with a cork lid, and it's sort of swirly. And the print on the front reminded very much of Charles Rennie Mackintosh. Now, I'm not sure that he did any glassware, and there's no markings on it, so I don't think that it is. However, it's in the style of, and so therefore I thought it would be still saleable. So I'm going to have a look at that and see what it actually is, if it's just a sort of copycat version or what, but I liked it anyway. I thought it was an interesting shape and I like the pattern on it. And I only got one piece of ladies wear. This is one thing I'll say as well. I think the reason that I haven't done this before is because the vast majority of charity shops have a lot more women's wear than men's wear, and I don't feel, well, I've always felt a bit scared to look at the women's wear stuff because of people thinking, well, why is he looking at that, and getting questioned on it and whatnot. And I haven't got questions on it at all today. No one said, why are you buying women's wear? And I know Carla said a bit on it recently about how resellers are good for charity shops and people shouldn't judge them for it. But it is the fear of being judged that I guess has held me back. People have looked at me today. I've seen people looking, thinking, what's he doing? And I can deal with that. If someone turned around to me and said, what are you buying that for? I don't know what I'd say. I guess I'd have to be honest, but it's just if it's that awkwardness of, oh, I'm reselling it for more money, which I know I'm not doing anything wrong. But yeah, I finally had the confidence to just go and do it. And today, there's been no consequences, so I'm happy with that. Anyway, the British Heart Foundation had another piece of mint velvet in. It's this thin, like sort of chiffon blouse with a swan print in navy, with a navy collar. Well, it was black, sorry, not navy. With black collar, black trim. I don't know what you'd call this down there. It's not a placket, is it? Because the placket's on a short-sleeved item. But the bit that holds the buttons on with these nice pearlescent buttons there. And this is a size 14, so it's a good size. It was £4.50, so I'd say I paid up for it. I don't know, because I don't know how much I can actually get for it, but I thought, I know it's a good label, I know how much their stuff sells for full price, so I'm hoping there'll be some profit in it from £4.50, and it's in great condition, there's nothing wrong with it, and it's summertime, so one would hope. And then the other 2 things I got were both menswear items, and these I took a bit of a punt on. They're both Paul Smith t-shirts, and they were both £2.50, and they were both size large. So there's this one, which is like a thumbprint in the Paul Smith colours. The reason I took a punt on it is because it's Paul Smith, and I like the vibrancy of it. However, you can tell they've been washed a few times, but I thought £2.50 for Paul Smith. Hopefully there's some money in that. I don't know, I might learn from this and not buy it again. It's probably the 2 things that I was most unsure of. And they had loads of the t-shirts in. They probably had about 6 Paul Smith t-shirts in, but I sort of picked the 2 that were least washed out. So the other one I got is this blue one with the ants crawling across it and Paul Smith jeans there. This isn't a size, oh no, that is a size large. Has that shrunk then? That's definitely shrunk, because that would only just fit me. I should have noticed that. Yeah, now I'm thinking that one really was a dud. But at £2.50, I'm not going to be too upset. I guess I could measure it and see what size it measures at. And so maybe if it's a small, I can tell it as a small and put in a description. Was a large, but I shrunk down to small size and try it at that. And then the final shop that I went to, so, well, I went to two other shops. I went to a scope shop and I went to Cancer Research, but they'd done that thing where they overstocked the racks and it was so difficult to look through it that I just gave up. And this next charity shop I went to is called Hands of Hope, and it's a local charity, and I know the work that they do in my community is amazing, and so it's so nice to support them, and also they're reasonably priced. I tend to find with the sort of branded ones, so the ones that are national, like Scope, British Heart Foundation, Cancer Research, are all much more highly priced than the local ones. And on top of that, as well as it already being a cheap one, when I got to the till, she said, "Oh, you do know that all women's wear and men's wear is half price?" And I said, "No, I didn't." So I left everything at the till and I went round again and did another circle because there were things that I'd looked at and picked up and put back down when I saw the price. But then at half price, I was like, yeah. So, first thing I got was a lady's pair of June wedges. So they're like a suede upper with a sling back and then this sort of like canvasy woven edge. They haven't been worn much. I'm going to clean up the bottoms to make them look a bit nicer. There is a little bit of a darkened area at the back of the heels where they've sort of brushed against stuff, but those were £3 and that was before I realised it was half price. So they were £1.50 for a pair of June wedges. So surely with that little wear there is some profit in those. The next thing I got were a pair of swim shorts. They're by the brand Animal and they're plain blue on the front and then have the logo across the back in big letters. And they're a big size, they are a XXL and they still have the string on from the original price tag, so I will be able to list them as new without tags. And you can tell they haven't been worn because they've still got that sort of like shop smell from the dye in them. They were £2.50 and I picked those up before I realised it was half price, so it's £1.25 for those, which I'm hoping there should be some profit in, because I know Animal's not the best brand, but it's half decent. The next thing I got was a pair of Blue Harbour luxury white men's trouser material shorts. Now, they do have a small mark there, which I will wash them and try and get that out. They're a size medium, they were £3. I picked them up at £3 and then realised they were only £1.50. They're in they're a luxury collection, so it's really nice material. 78% cotton, 22% polyester, but they're really soft to feel. Size medium is not massive, but I thought worth a try, and now at £1.50 surely. Then I picked up this men's Gantt shirt, XXL, so really nice big size, in a really nice pink and blue and white stripe, and that was £4. I picked this up again before I realised it was half price, so it was only £2 for a Gantt shirt. Very summery, should sell quite quickly I would hope, and for decent money as well. Dry clean only, apparently, and that's 100% cotton, so I don't see why that would be dry clean only. I think that's just them being pretentious. But lovely shirt, and I just noticed it has the loop on the back with the logo on it. So yeah, £2, can't go wrong with that. I picked up this box set of the Oxford Library of short novels, chosen and introduced by John Wayne. It's a series of 3 books. I love the aesthetic of like old books on bookshelves, and I picked them up thinking I will either actually keep them for myself or resell them depending on what I can get for them. But they have clearly never been read. There's no sign of anything having been opened. The box is in perfect condition and they were only £2.50. So I thought at that price, I picked them up on a punt. They were £2.50 because it was only clothing that was half price. And then I'm only going to show you one, but I got 4 mugs. They're all exactly the same for £1.50. And they are this vintage pattern, all in good condition, no chips or cracks. And they are Staffordshire Potteries Limited. So I thought there should be some money in that because it's a bit like the Orla Keeley, or she's actually called Orla Kylie. Did you know that? I saw an interview with her, it's Orla Kylie, but everyone calls her Orla Keeley. That sort of vibe. So I thought, why not? £1.50. See what we can get on those. It was at this point that the lady told me that everything was half price. So I went back. The first thing I got, which I thought I would love to see someone actually wear these men's shorts. Although thinking about it now, I think they're women's. No, they are women's, they're definitely women's. So they had them in the men's section, XL, but I think that's a women's XL. Or is it? Is it not? Is it men's? Oh, I don't know. What do you think? If I stand back here, I'm a size small to medium. No, surely they're all women's. Because I was just thinking, if you get a size XL man in them, what would it look like? I don't know. But sorry, they're by the brand Trespass, XL, £3. So at £1.50, I thought Trespass is a good brand, they're in perfect condition and summer. Then I picked up this gorgeous Scotch and Soda, brand new with tags, shirt, which should have been £6, but was reduced to 3, size medium. It's a very thick material. It's, is that seersucker, that material? So sort of like really pale yellow, and it has this nice detail which covers the buttons up, the button holes are inside. Indigo Isle. I know Scotch and Soda is a good brand, I don't know what it sells like on eBay, but I thought at that price, brand new with tags, I'm not going to leave it behind. The next 2 things I got with my nan in mind. So my nan went into hospital last year, and long story short, she used to be a smoker, came out of hospital, she hadn't been smoking the entire time she was in there, because she was in there for about a month, came out and never picked up a cigarette again. Brilliant, because she's been smoking her whole life, she's now 84, so really good news. However, it's meant that she's got much more of an appetite, and she's outgrown all her clothes. So I picked her up 2 jumpers, because believe me, even in 26-degree weather, which it's given for Friday, she'll still have a jumper on. So I got this green one, in a size 12. The other thing is, my nan is only 5 foot, she's probably even shorter than now, she's definitely shrunk, and these look like quite a short jumper. And bless her, I don't think she's ever bought anything in a charity shop in her life, so she might screw her nose up at it, but I'm going to try and get her into them. So that was supposed to be £3.50, reduced to £1.75. If she hates them, I'll just redonate them, I'm really not that bothered at these prices. And then more or less the same jumper in a pink colour, and that one really is short. Again a size 12, and again £1.75. So those are just for her. Hopefully she'll like them. Then I got a Wallis ladies silky material top. It's sort of loose and floaty with a sort of big wide sleeved, edged in this deep, well that's black, but it's got some aubergine in it and black pattern. £3.50, so again £1.75. Pair of men's Kangol shorts. I picked these up well before I knew it was half price, put them back down, and then when she said half price, I thought, yeah, I'll get them. Because Kangol's a really good brand, £4, so £2, so that is large, so decent size, and a nice length. They are a swim short, but I've also seen people wear these just as like holiday shorts. I'm glad she told me that things are half price because I didn't see these the first time around. These are a pair of Levi's, legitimate Levi's. They've got the little logo there. They are a 33 waist and a 30 leg, and they only had them on at £3, and I'd missed them at that. I would have picked them up at that. But for £1.50, they are like sort of crops, like 3/4, because I'm a 30 leg and they are not coming to my ankle. But for summer, I'm sure someone will take them at £1.50. I'm sure I can get more than that. Another women's item is a Principles top in a size 14. It's got this really nice sort of indie boho pattern on it in like black and white. It's a thin sheer top, £4, so reduced to £2. Good size at 14, so hopefully that will shift. And then the final 3 shirts are men's. So I got this Ralph Lauren XXL in a classic gingham, blue and white gingham print. XXL, it's a slim fit shirt, 100% cotton, £5, so £2.50. I used to work at Ralph Lauren. I've sold a lot of my own clothes that I bought from there, and I know you can get 20-25 quid for shirts. So that will be going on at that price mark. As will this one, which for whatever reason was more expensive, but this is a vintage label one. Say vintage label, they only changed it in 2012, but you can still put it as vintage and people will buy it. A Blake shirt in 100% 2-ply cotton. So it's a thicker shirt, it's like a winter shirt. £7, so £3.50, and that's a size XL. Again, that'll be going around the £25 mark, and I can always reduce it if I need to. And the final shirt is a Jasper Conran, size medium, luxury European fabric. Wasn't it Debenhams that sold Jasper Conran? Anyway, £4.50, so £2.25. Thought there must be a little bit of money in that. I don't know if Jasper Conran is saleable or not, but I know at least the Jasper Conran like bedding and homeware is expensive. So that's everything that I bought today. I think it worked out £55.50 for everything. Let me know if there's any advice you want to give me, any tips, whatever, if you think I've done well, if you think there's stuff that I should have left on the shelves. I didn't want to film in the charity shops because I was laden down most of the time and just awkward. I had a mask on and I just wanted to look at stuff. And this video is going to be like half an hour long anyway. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching.